Hi everyone, it's Jaya here from Epicentre Healing. Welcome back to our channel and I hope you've had a lovely day. Today I want to just go over a topic that is really important to me, and that's about self-validating. We're in this age of social media and things like that, and we are being bombarded with so much outside information that is not ours. It's not part of our soul, it's not part of our purpose, it's just one big distraction. And that's inspired me to do this video on self-validation. Now, it's not to be confused with ego. I'm not talking about the ego that's present in everyone, which we can choose to pump right up to the top. I'm talking about, the validation of our soul. I'm talking about our God self, our spark, our uniqueness. And I'm also talking about how to see when we've done something good and how to read our own feelings when we have done something great. So we have this internal radar and system, which we're always using. And in that, we know whether something feels good, feels true, feels close to us, or it doesn't. So we can use this self-validation in terms of our decision-making skills. So if we say, I'm going to use something simple, like want to wear something, and somebody says, you know what, that looks really rubbish on you. You actually think it looks great. And that person's like, no, you don't look good. Now, you can change and go with that person's, what they're saying, and you can put something else on and wait for them to approve of it. But essentially, you want to be choosing everything that's on your body, everything that's in your mind. This is the only way forward, really, is to, unless if you're part of very tribal and big groups where you guys are overlapping, and I do know people like that. But what I've understood in my conversations with them is they also are just doing that for safety. And in fact, if they did the work and took some time out and really spent some time with themselves and to develop themselves, they actually would want to be their own unique person. The tribal mindset is actually quite outdated now. In terms of biology, it went back, a long time ago. Each generation is very different to the previous. And there are lots of great things to be done in this world. And we can't do it with a copy syndrome. If you notice, all of the great people in this world didn't come with a group where all of them are doing the same thing. They came alone. Okay, sure, they had an entourage, but they came alone. They came as their own person. And the entourage really is there as a team. Having a team is different. What I'm really talking about is copycat clone. If you're happy with this, there's nothing wrong with it. But on this channel, we talk about achieving your greatest sort of version, getting to your soul light at its greatest level, individuality, raising self-esteem, raising your vibration. And in that, nowhere does it come that you copy another, allow another to influence your thought process on what to wear, these sorts of things. Somebody could argue, well, maybe it doesn't look good on you, but I would say it comes down to self-empowerment. So self-validation and self-empowerment come into this same bubble. And we are, in this video, talking about self-validation. Self-validation. I am great. I am empowered. We're talking about self-validation in order to get to that next level and the next level and the next level. If we are constantly copying, we stay on sort of one level of copying. We are rising for individuality, and the way that we can self-validate is by actually feeling what feels good and what does not. So in this internal mechanism that we have, we always know. And if we, out of fear, make the wrong decision again and again and again, we're not self-validating. What we're doing is, out of fear, we're just giving our power away. So if out of fear, you just do something, and if you don't do it out of love and self-respect and integrity and dignity, which is what you should be doing, every decision you make should be out of self-respect and dignity. And, your self-worth. And that also, that does include work. Because I think work is the one place where people just don't speak up for themselves because they don't want to lose money and they don't want to lose their job, which I get. But equally, you know, in the long run, if you get talked down or sort of your voice is constricted, even in the workplace, you're like this, the long-standing effects will still be there on you, whether you get a good paycheck or not. So your dignity and your integrity and your self-worth, you know, we come with that, and we die with that. So we can quite simply self-validate on our internal radar. Does it feel right? Does it feel true? Does it feel good? Does it feel correct? So I use this internal radar of mine all of the time, and I have been for many years. And I'm just sharing it now that we have to be our own person in order to become a leader. So if you're wanting to step ahead, you have to lead yourself first. And by leading yourself first, you will always have to self-validate. And even if you get it wrong, you then learn from those moments that you got it wrong, and then you don't do it again. So they're the best tips to self-validate. I wanted to share that with my viewers here at Epicentre Healing. Please do subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos. Pop us down a comment. If you'd like to book a session with us, you can at www.epicentrehealing.com for more inquiries. You can send me an email at info@epicentrehealing.com. There's lots of blogs on our website. Read those out. Great courses. Check those out. We love you. Take care.